Selenium environment setup. Selenium environment setup. See, it is only theoretical explanation. In practical chapters, I will show how to install or how to configure Selenium. Okay. See, before configuring Selenium, first choose Selenium tools and others for test automation. Test automation. For example, for my project, I selected Selenium WebDriver. See, I selected Selenium WebDriver. See, as per project management instructions or recommendations, I selected Selenium WebDriver to create and execute test cases. See, Selenium WebDriver to create and execute test cases. Next, Eclipse Ide. You know, Ritesh, what is Eclipse Ide?
It's using for Java programming.
Say Eclipse IDE, it is an integrated development environment for creating and executing computer programs. Not only Java. See, you can create and execute Perl programs, Python programs, Ruby programs, etc. But in our scenario, we use Eclipse for Java. To create and execute Java programs, we use Eclipse editor, IDE, integrated development environment. Other IDEs also available, for example, NetBeans, but Eclipse IDE is powerful IDE and easy to use also. Say nowadays most of the companies using 99% using Eclipse IDE only. See, Eclipse IDE to create and execute programs. Next, Java. Java as programming language, as programming language. Java as programming language. Next, just a minute. TestNG. TestNG testing framework. As test runner. Next, browser drivers. To execute test cases, using different browsers. See, etc. See, I selected these Selenium tools and others. Okayna, Madhavi?
Yes, sir.
Next, configure Selenium. Only theoretical steps. In practical chapter, you can get more clarity. I will show how to configure. Here only just providing brief idea. Configure Selenium. First selecting Selenium tools and others. Next configure Selenium. Okay. Say first download download Eclipse IDE and extract. No need to install, just extract. See, after downloading you can get zip folder, just extract. See, this Eclipse IDE also open source software. It is also open source. You can use unlimited time. Observe, I downloaded and extracted Eclipse. Say, after extraction, you can get Eclipse folder. In this folder, Eclipse executable file is there. By clicking on this file, you can launch Eclipse IDE. No need to install, just download and extract. This one. Next, download Java software and install. Java also freeware, free software. See, in our Selenium, in our test automation using Selenium, we use all free softwares. Selenium WebDriver free, open source, Java open source, Eclipse IDE open source, TestNG also open source. See, download Java. Here particularly download JDK, Java Development Kit. Why JDK I will explain in practical chapter. Download Java software and install. You can download Java software from either java.com or oracle.com. See, now Java acquired by Oracle Corporation. See, Java was initially developed by Sun Microsystems, acquired by Oracle Corporation. You can download Java software from either java.com or oracle.com. I will show how to download and install in practical chapter. See, download Java software and install. Next, set environment variable. Set environment variable path. This variable name also path variable name also path. Set environment variable path. What is the purpose of setting environment variable? Have any idea, Madhumati? Have any idea
I
why we need
forget.
to set
Sorry.
environment variable path? See, if you want to use Eclipse IDE, this environment variable path, setting environment variable path is optional. But if you want to use command line prompt for executing Java programs, this environment variable path is setting environment variable path is required. See, purpose is to access, or you can say to use Java software from any directory. From any directory. Getting this point, Ritesh?
Yes, sir.
Say here, observe cmd cd program files. Just a minute. What is that directory name? Just a minute. C program file. Space is there. Just a minute. Program files. Before this, just a minute. Program files. See, observe. This is Java installation directory na Ritesh.
Yes, sir.
Java installation directory. Suppose you can check, you can verify Java installation. Suppose Java compiler. Just I'm using one command. It is providing details now.
Yes.
Here you can execute Java programs. Suppose I want to execute Java programs from desktop. See, suppose CMD. Here I want to execute Java programs. My Java program files available on desktop. I want to execute this one. I want to execute from users. See, just a minute. CD desktop. You can't execute now.
Uh,
If you set
no.
environment variable path, then you can execute. See, I already set environment variable path. Then you can execute. Suppose Java. It is providing details. Just a minute. I will remove that environment variable path. Just a minute. Properties. Environment variables. See, you don't concentrate on this navigation. In practical chapter, I will show once again. Just delete. CMD. Observe Ritesh.
Yeah, because
Suppose my
I
Java programs available on desktop. I want to execute those programs from desktop. I typed Java command. Java C means Java compiler. It is showing. What it is showing?
it's giving us the
Not
error.
recognized now. If you want to execute your Java programs, you go to the directory. What is the directory? CD program
Program file.
files. Program
Mm,
files. Java. Here you type Java. What is the problem? Just a minute. Just a minute.
yep.
CD program files Java. Javak. Not recognizing. Okay, in this directory also it is not recognizing.
Sir, program you spell
Ah,
spelling mistake. Program you spelled as a program. Program files.
ah, just a minute.
Get-
It is showing the directory available na. Program files. What is the spelling mistakes? Program
Eclipse
files only
files.
na. Just
We
a
have
minute. Program files Java. It has to. Just a minute. Earlier it showed na CD program files. Program files. CD Java. Javak. Okay, it is not
I
recognizing.
think, sir,
Ah,
earlier you did CD desktop and then Java, then executed.
no. Desktop, not. No, you try that
No,
one.
actually, the directory is in desktop when you executed before. I don't know why.
No.
It's not in Java.
No, not required. Observe. What you are asking? CD, desktop? No. Observe. See, for any directory path required, observe Ritesh. It is not executing from any directory, isn't it?
Okay.
Environment variable path required. See, you take the path, program files, Java, JDK, bin. You take this path,
Okay.
properties, environment variables. Here path variable we remove na. Value. Okay, okay. Just a minute. Now observe, refresh. Now observe, Ritesh. Now it is executing now.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now you can execute from any directory. Suppose CD desktop,
Mm-hmm.
desktop. Type Java executing. Suppose just C directory, just C directory. Observe Java executing. Next, CD program files. Next, Java. Type Java executing. Okay, now, Madhavi.
Okay.
What
Yes,
is the
sir.
purpose of setting environment variable?
Um,
To access or use Java software from any directory.
right, sir.
And
So
one more
if
thing,
so,
if you want, just a minute, if you want to access Java software from command line, then you need to set this one. Generally, in our test automation, we use Eclipse. For Eclipse, you no need to set. It can find the Java software and execute. Say, if you want to use Eclipse IDE, you no need to set environment variable path. If you want to execute your Java programs from command line, then set the path. Anyhow, I will show both the scenarios. This is for only executing Java programs from command line. If you want to use Eclipse, no need to set environment variable path. If you set environment variable, no issue. You can access Java programs from command line prompt and from Eclipse IDE also, no issue. Somebody trying to ask me?
No, I was just asking that if we'll remove the path, the command will not at all get executed.
Not at all. From any directory, it is not executing. Say, if you want to execute Java programs from command line, it is mandatory to set environment variable, isn't it?
Yes.
If you want to execute Java programs from Eclipse IDE,
No need.
no need. It is optional. If you set, no issue. If you don't set, it will execute, no issue. Okay, na?
Okay.
Anyhow, this third point is optional for our test automation. Why? We don't run our Java programs from command line in our test automation. We use Eclipse IDE only. So this third step is optional for our test automation. Next, observe last 2 minutes. Download Selenium. Download Selenium WebDriver. Download Selenium WebDriver. Java language bindings. Java language bindings. See, in practical chapter, I will show bindings. See, suppose if you want to use Perl bindings different, Python bindings different. If you want to use Java, you download Java language binding. Where? From Selenium. How to download and how to add, I will show in practical chapter. Now, only theoretical steps. seleniumhq.org. Download Selenium WebDriver Java languages, Java language. Download Selenium WebDriver Java language binding from seleniumhq.org, and here no installation, and add WebDriver jar files. What is jar files? I will explain later. WebDriver jar files. You can find jar files in extracted folder. WebDriver jar files to Java project. Where? In Eclipse IDE. In Eclipse IDE. Observe this point, Madhumati. Download Selenium WebDriver Java language binding. This is one task. Next, add WebDriver jar files to Java project. Where? In Eclipse. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Then you can use Selenium WebDriver. Next, download and install. Download and install TestNG testing framework. TestNG testing framework from Eclipse IDE, not from Windows desktop, from Eclipse IDE. In Eclipse IDE, you can find that option. I will show in practical chapter. Download and install TestNG framework from Eclipse IDE. Eclipse IDE. Next, download Mozilla Firefox driver default. You download other drivers if you want to execute tests against different browsers. Download Chrome, IE, etc. Browser drivers to execute test cases against, just a minute, against all popular browsers. Okay, this is the brief theoretical steps for Selenium configuration. In practical chapter, I will show each and everything. Just before closing the session, last question for the day. Suleiman, tell me the steps. Suppose we selected Selenium WebDriver, Java programming and TestNG framework. Then how to install or how to configure Selenium? Just tell me the steps. How to configure Selenium?
In order to configure Selenium, we have to download our IDE.
Download Eclipse IDE and extract. Over. Next.
Extract it. Then
download Java software, JDK.
Java JDK.
And install. Over. Next. Set path, environment path variable. This is optional. Next.
Okay.
Download Selenium WebDriver, Java language binding from seleniumhq.org website and add WebDriver jar files to Java project in Eclipse. Next, download and install TestNG framework from Eclipse IDE. Next, last one, download browser drivers, Chrome, IE, etc. to execute test cases against all popular browsers. Okay, I'm going to close the session. Any queries, Mamata? Any queries?
No, sir.
Dilpreet?
No, sir.
Madhavi?
No, sir. Thank you.
Madhumati?
Yeah, no, sir. I'm
Mrinal?
good. Thank you.
Welcome. Mrinal?
No, sir.
Ritesh?
No, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
Saloni?
I'm good. Thank you.
Welcome. Supriya?
I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Okay, last one. So, Suleiman?
Thank you. It's good.
Okay, welcome. We will meet tomorrow, same time. Thank you.